Howdy folks, I'm Colonel Sanders and you're not. We're going to continue on Minopolis working on the Sanders Cafe. I say the cafe because we're not going to do the court tonight, we're going to do the cafe tonight. And we're going to do the interior of it. I'm going to base it around what I saw when I was in there, because although it's not exactly what Uncle Harley had when he owned it, they have made a replica of what it looked like to keep the feel of the old times. So based off of my memory of it, we are going to do the inside. The only thing is I don't know where exactly that kitchen is, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, so I was way over here. We want to go way over here. This city that we've been playing on, I've been building for over 10 years. I mean, we're going on 12 years now almost. Next year will be 12 years. February next year. 12 years. So we're in about 11 and a half years in. So much has changed, so much. As you can see, we had a little bit of an issue here. I kind of demolished the leaves that was in the area, but it's good. It's okay. So that's the door. This is the old door that they had. The inside actually looks like this now. We want siding. Actually, no, we can replace this wall with this. So the inside, currently today, I'm going to build this to the interior, which means we're going to be replacing some of these blocks here. Some might ask, why am I being friendly with KFC now? Is it because Lee's gave me the boot? No, it's not because they gave me the boot. I was already being friendly with them when I went back to Corbin, and they apologized by making it up to my family. We're all good now, despite everything that I've said in the past. I don't take back anything that I've said in the past. I stand by it. They should have done better before, but they're working on it now. So, as I promised, I would give good reviews about them whenever I see that there's good reviews due. You asked me a few years ago if I'd actually be online carrying my uncle's legacy by teaching people who he actually was and the history behind everything that he's been involved in. I would have laughed at you, because all the negativity and stuff that I had to deal with, the people who were shutting me down, silencing me, I kind of lost all hope in doing that and just figured I'd do my own thing, which I am. I got my own business, but this is I like doing this. This is good. So what we could do with these trap doors is make kind of wallpaper siding. This is Bedrock Edition, because the inside had a dark feel to it, but we also don't want to make it dummy thick, and we don't want to take away the look of the outside. It's not exactly the same texture as the block, but it works. I'm just going to leave that there because I know it's going to bother somebody. Okay, that's actually the spice room. Now what's interesting, well, it's not really the spice room there. That's more kitchen area. Okay, so the kitchen is there. That's where they have the kitchen replica. So these blocks are going to represent tables in the dinner or diner, whatever, cafeteria. Okay, so how they have it now is this wall is not here, you know, it's part of this building. This wall was torn out. So right here would be an entryway when you walk in. Now this one we can fill in because we don't have all that inside stuff. There is this little corner, and there's a little statue of Uncle Harley there. So what we will do for that is put this here. Okay, so in reality, it could be that. Oh, it has to be more than that. His suit. There wasn't much wall here, if I remember. I'll get it. Alright, so then there's this wall. And I'm thinking this is what it looked like. They had Uncle Harley's statue there, and you walk through here, and this was like a bedroom replica. So we will put a bed right in here, just like that. Or actually, I think it was about here. There might have been a dresser there, but we'll deal with that later when we come to it. So yeah, they had that little bed area. Got that. Then they had this. Now this is where there's a little dining area here that they preserve. Alrighty. I don't know what the back kitchen and stuff look like. I didn't get to see that part. They probably would have showed me if I asked them to, but I didn't. Didn't even think about seeing the kitchen. I might be having this building off a little bit, but we'll see. Thinking I might have the building not quite wide enough down there. Yeah, no, I think I need to bring it out. We had this big old door open. There's actually a big safe right there, and that was open. That's the kitchen area that they had open. Something like that. And there was a big spice table here. We'll call this the spice glass wall that they had. They have a whole wall in here that's just nothing but spices. Herbs and spices. And they say the recipe's up there on the wall, and I'm sure whoever put it up on there actually doesn't know whether it's up there or not, because they designed it and nobody knows the recipe, so it's just all speculation. But they do have a packet of the original on the wall there, which is really cool. And then they have the 2020 packaging. You can see that white pepper was removed on the 2020 packaging, but it could be on ingredient bag 2. There's ingredient bag 1 and 2 now, 2 different mixes, and then white pepper might be on the second one, but the bag 1 doesn't have white pepper on it. And when Uncle Harley and my family were mixing it, it was one bag. My family mixed it in a mainly Claudia, Lee, and Uncle Jim and the daughters would mix it in the back porch in a big metal drum with a snow shovel, and then they would package that up and send it out. They had their own special packaging for it, and that is actually on display, the 1950s and 60s packaging for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And actually, now that I say that, the packaging might have been, it says the 1960s packaging, so that could very well have been after Uncle Harley sold us. So that would have been Sexton and Stange that was packaging that. Make it in 2 locations and send it to one to be mixed. That makes more sense, but I actually haven't seen what Uncle Harley's original packaging looks like. But there's a 1960s packaging on the display there. Shows white pepper on it, shows black pepper, MSG and salt and all that good crap, so which tells you it's not part of the secret 11. It's just one of the things that are added to it. So 15 ingredients, 11 are secret. Some people said there's 12 ingredients, 11 are secret. There's 15, 11 are secret. And there's a big vault door that comes into here. There's a big vault that goes there. So yeah, it's coming along. This, then there's this whole addition that gets added onto here. But then there's this part. And this part is actually the back where I talked about in my other videos, where they have a whole bunch of memorabilia things on display. And I actually think that needs to come back a little further now that I see that. Might have to come back as far as the court. Like I said in the last video about this, I will not be adding the new edition that they have today on here. Because I don't got the room here without tearing down some buildings. I don't want to tear down some buildings. So if that's something we want to see, the actual like new version of it, I'll build it somewhere else. But let me know in the comments. And just so everybody knows, I do this stuff for a living. Like, my business is concept rendering. I make buildings and people's renovations for their homes and buildings, commercial, private, industrial, whatever it is. I take their idea that they have and I design it on a computer so that they can present it in front of a board or whoever they need to present it in front of to get it approved. They can see what the project's going to look like, and they can make changes before they spend the money on the supplies and the equipment and crew to do the work. They can make their changes on the computer before. This game is part of what got me into that, because I really liked building on here. I built this city years ago, and I found 3D modeling programs, figured out how to put this on there, and then I figured out how to model my own things, and then we just decided, hey, I'm good at this. Make a little hobby out of it, make a little business out of it. Why not? I don't remember what the floor actually looks like, but we do need bricks. And unfortunately, the brick block here looks weird, but there is this. And this brick wall is the original brick wall that was on the back of the building before they added all this in. You know, they added this, and there's even a wall that comes out right here. Why is this here? I don't know. There's a little corner wall, and on that wall it says 11 herbs and spices, and it's like in the back sketchy area of the building. Like, this is a place you expect to be mugged by somebody that's just living back there. But yeah, they had this, and yeah, I mean, it was sketchy. And then you walk across here, and you know, this building is no longer here, obviously, and Uncle Harley's house is, if you watch my videos and my Instagram posts, follow my verified Instagram account, by the way. Right there would be his house. But yeah.